Hello, Una from Oz here. I don't get to go to my op shops as they're known in Australia. I think you call them thrift shops in a lot of countries. I don't get to go there very often. They open at odd hours and you really have to spend a lot of time looking through things to find something of interest. But I went to one of my local community centres in a very small coastal town, and they had a pile of books out in their work shed, and they were just sitting around. The mice had got into them. They didn't really want them. So I went through and found some absolute terrific books that I thought I could use in my art journaling for collage. So I've got one here, small one. This is about houseplants, but it's got some really nice floral pictures. And I've always been attracted to nature, so I thought this was a really good one. And the other one I got was the Australian Beautiful Birds. It's like a largish magazine. Again, some really lovely pictures and information about the birds. I thought this was a terrific book. I do a lot of art journaling pages with birds. Those who watch my videos regularly will know that I use a lot of birds. So I was really happy with that one. Another one I got, because I have ridden motorcycles for many years, not so much lately, was the Illustrated History of Motorcycles, and it goes quite a way back. It's in a beautiful condition, this book. And it's mainly pictures, but some of these bikes I actually know because I had similar or the same. But I thought it was a good reference book. Really nice and neat, good condition. So there was another one. I like old worldy stuff and vintage. So the Breweries of Australia, not that I'm into breweries of Australia, but it actually has some really nice emblems and some excellent pictures. So again, I thought they were really good for art journaling. There's a few maps. I really like maps, so I thought this was another nice one that was worth a look. I'll see if I can find a colour picture. There are a few colour pictures, not as many, but I thought they were nice. Some lovely, really old worldy pictures. Anyway, I thought that was a good one. Again, in a pretty good condition. This one is terrific, Australia's Yesteryear, because I really love vintage. And this is a terrific book. It's very large, very heavy. Old pictures. As you can see, they're pretty interesting, pretty big. So I thought this was another good one that would have lots of interesting pictures, fashion, Australiana, some colour plates, some animals. Anyway, I thought this was a really good book. Loved it. Again, in pretty good condition, some colour plates and so lots of black and whites, some history there as well. So I was really chuffed with this. But I think the bargain of the day were these ones. I got 8 volumes of this Pictorial Knowledge. Now, they do have a lot of black and white pictures, but every now and then they have these beautiful colour plates. This one I actually trimmed because the edges were really shabby. It's from A Midnight Summer's Dream, written by Shakespeare, but it's just beautiful. I was trying to find the publishing date, and I can't because some things from way back don't have a date. They were printed in London at George Newnes Limited, and they're a volume of all kinds of things. A little bit tatty. One of them is actually falling apart. I've got 8 of these, but pretty much, oh, there's an article on Australia, timber workers in Australia. Pretty much everything about everything. How to fish, how to dress. It's like it would be close to an encyclopedia of what it is. Lots of really interesting pictures, some interesting information, some beautiful colour plates, and I thought these books were absolutely terrific. Really loved them. I got 8 of these, 2 of 1 volume, but really like them. Really like them. I've got a sneaking suspicion there's a colour plate. So yeah, really happy. I'm going to do a little bit of investigation so I can actually find out where they came from. Bear with me, I'll get one more book. Now, these ones are really old. So those books I got from my community centre, I gave them a $6 donation. They were thrilled to bits, and I got Horde's books, so happy girl. Now, these ones are really interesting. I got these quite a while ago. I did have 4 or 5, and I sold some. Too cheap, mind you. I don't have a date on these either. So these are another one similar, a cyclopedia. This is volume 5. Printed again in London and in New York, but no dates, and I think these are quite old. They don't have a huge amount of pictures, but lots of words and a very different style to the other one. I really don't know the age of these. I hope to do some investigation and find out, but really at the moment, as much as I love using book pages, I just can't bring myself to cut this one up because it's just too nice. I wish I hadn't got rid of the other ones, but in reality I really don't have a lot of storage space for books. I certainly wouldn't put them in the shed where I was originally keeping them because I do get mice and other vermin, and also moisture can be a problem. So I do have a bit of limited space to store these, but I think they are beautiful. Anyway, so these are some of the books that I have. I'm going to try and find a bit more about these if I can on the internet. So I was really chuffed to get this pile of books for $6. They are big books, but I think I will get a lot of good use out of them. And my local community centre was extremely pleased to get rid of them. Anyway, go and have a look at your local thrift stores or op shops and see what you can find, and let me know. All the best.